Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is an open invitation to Jehovah Witnesses. You come on my channel, you say I run my mouth, I have no proof to back up anything what I'm proclaiming, that Jehovah Witnesses, you are in a cult. You are a false religion. And who made you that way? Watchtower. Who's the ones you put faith in is your governing body. Now, you want proof. Okay, second part of this video, there is proof that under Judge Rutherford and Charles T. Russell, there was many books that was written about 1914, 1916, 1918, and 1925. But we're going to focus on 1925 because you want proof, I'm going to give you proof. And then you tell me in your comments, should I not left this religion? When I read your books, went through your literature, and learned the wickedness of Watchtower. Now I have a question for you. Why are you still in this false religion when the evidence and the proof we have been giving you is real, it's 100% accurate, and the resources that we get is 100% correct, and it is right on the button. So enjoy the other part of this video, and we'll go from there. We are going to get into this book, The Way to Paradise. First, we're going to find out who published this book. This book was published by the International Bible Students Association, Brooklyn, New York, USA. The main date we're going to be looking at is 1925. And it has history and facts and truth when this book was published. Now, on page 224, still under the same book, The Way to Paradise, and of course, you know, the funny part, Jehovah's Witnesses, you claim that Christ and God rejected the Jews, but in this book that was written in 1925, that God still have his favor for the Jewish people. So, from Charles T. Russell up to 1925, when this book was written, when did Christ rejected the Jewish people? You're going to have to do some research like we did to find out that your Judge Rutherford later on in World War II rejected the Jews and chose Jehovah's Witnesses replacement of the Jews. So we're looking at here the year 1926 would therefore begin about October 1st, 1925. And this is talking about, see, the beginning of God's favor returning to the Jewish people. And he's talking about the Jewish people returning to their homeland and to become a nation again, because they was driven out of their homeland in 70 AD. And down here, God's limited time to the Gentiles as nations expired in 1914, as we have already seen. No, we haven't, because they say that the Gentile times has ended in 1914. That's not true. Think about Jehovah's Witnesses. If you do research and listen to the news, the Jewish people are still under the Gentile times, because they have the Muslims, they have the Christians or false Christians over there in their homeland. So actually, the Gentile times has not ended or has been lifted since Christ was here on earth. Think about it. Now, when we start learning as the truth, then you can see things more clearly. We should therefore expected shortly after 1925 to see the awakening, or in this case the resurrection, of Abel, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I'm going to go over that one. Job, Moses, Samuel, King David, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, John the Baptist, and other mentioned in the 11th chapter of Hebrews. And when we were supposed to see all these people after 1925, how come it's not before 1925? Well, the reason why, Judge Rutherford, which I'm going to prove that in a different book, that these men were supposed to be resurrected in 1925. And when that fell, then they had to come up with something else to expect shortly after 1925. So it doesn't matter if it was before or after, or before 1914. None of these people was resurrected. This is millions now living will never die. Therefore, we may confidently expect that 1925 will mark the return of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the faithful prophets of old. When? 1925. Here we go again. In the fall year of 1925, which that's not talking about after 1925, it's talking about the fall year of 25. And you can read it for yourself here. And then we go all the way down to here. Let's start right here. Will be a resurrection of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the other faithful men of ones of old, and this will have the first favor we expected in 1925 to witness. I mean, anybody was alive to witness in 1925 the return of these men, you know, from the condition of death, of being restored, fully restored to perfect health, humanity, or perfect health, humans, and make the visible alleged representatives of the new order of things on earth. So that means they're expecting the wicked was going to be destroyed. These men were supposed to come back alive. We were supposed to be in the 1,000-year reign right now. And later on, the final battle, which to Jehovah's Witnesses religion, Armageddon is first before the 1,000 years. But the Bible said the final battle will be Armageddon, will be after the 1,000 years, not before. Now here's another one on the same page. Talk about the cycle to begin in 1925. Talk about Paul mentioned in the 11th chapter of Hebrews a long list of men who died before the crucifixion of the Lord and before the beginning of the sections of the church. So people, there's 1925 again. The thing is, you Jehovah's Witnesses come on my channel, say you want proof, you want proof, you want proof. Well, here's proof from two different books that was written by the Watchtower. And my question is, how come paradise has not returned to the earth when it was supposed to be inspected in 1925, 1926, all the way up to 1948 when Judge Rutherford died, and the man himself who gave you the name Jehovah's Witnesses. So that means, Jehovah's Witnesses, your name, Jehovah's Witnesses, is based on a false prophet who worked for the Watchtower, published many books about 1925. That's my cat named Tinkerbell having fun playing with her toy. So all I'm trying to say, people, if you put your faith in the Watchtower and your governing body, then you have to put faith in all of your publications that was written by the Watchtower, even the ones that was when Watchtower was under its original name, International Bible Students Association. So if all these people who bought hundreds of thousands edition of this book, they was taught that 1925, or even after 1925, that the resurrection of those faithful men was going to happen, and the earth was going to be a beautiful place. Well, that makes your religion, Watchtower, is nothing but a barefaced liar, and it scammed people into this religion believing they had the truth all the time. So there's your proof, people. Now, what you going to do? Are you going to call the Ghostbusters on me to get rid of me because I told you the truth and showed you the truth? Or you're going to do the next thing is leave Watchtower and do some real deep research of the Bible truth, not in your blaspheming silver sword, but a real King James Bible. So y'all have a nice day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.